Oh, hell yeah. And with this, I welcome you to episode 441 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. You just heard the great Chalice Sect. We are really doing well. At least I saw they were on tour. With their new song Undefined. Let's check them out. We are, as it is appropriate for them, in my Spotify playlist. If you want to be in one of the next shows and or in my Spotify playlist, please use the link in the description. I need an MP3 of your song and I need the copyright permissions, otherwise I cannot play it. You know, there is a certain lady which I really like. Her first name is Deborah, and I won't say more. And she always sends me really cool songs, but she almost always, once she did, forgets to give me the copyright permissions, and then I cannot play them. So, if you send me something, please. This is a radio show on Hypernova Radio and on YouTube streaming. I need the copyright permissions, otherwise I cannot use it. So please refrain from sending me stuff which I cannot use. That's basically what I want to say. But Chalice Sect is, of course, doing the right thing and gave me the copyright permissions, and we are in my Spotify playlist. So this is how it looks like. By the way, this goes for all the artists you hear today. If you like them, and I hope you will, because this is my personal taste and I like them, please consider following them on their social media and, wherever you can find them. Put their music in your Deezer, iTunes, YouTube, Spotify playlist like I do. And if you want to help me out, follow my channels, of course, on Instagram or wherever you can find me, and also follow my Spotify playlist. I update it daily, and now let's check out Chalice Sect. So, here we go. We are around here. Here are we. So, Chalice Sect is Darkwave with teeth. The Los Angeles. I love Los Angeles. Bass project blends post-punk, new wave and dark electro into bass-driven electronic songs that feel familiar yet modern, built for impact rather than brooding. I love it. And as you know, my show, I really like Los Angeles. There is really good music there. Of course, in Jena, where I reside, is also really good music because, as you might know, I started now with my solo project again, and soon I will have new songs, hopefully, for you to take into account. In this show, you're very surprised. I'm not going to play any of my own songs. Anyway, now let's go on with the show. The next band has a rather strange name for me as a German, because there's two artists here involved. The one name is Zimmer, and Zimmer is the German word for room. And I just saw, with friends, and if you want to watch this movie, The Room from, what's his name, Tommy Wiseau, only watch it if you have friends and if you really know what you're getting into. It's one of the worst movies I've seen. Honestly, it is really bad. But if you have lots of friends with you, then it's a lot of fun. So that's sad. So Zimmer is the German word for room, and the other artist is called Local Suicide. Okay, that's, a choice. Let's check them out. We are in my Spotify playlist as well, and it's really, really great music. Let's check them out. I think we are around here. So Zimmer, so the song I'm going to play is The Night. So Zimmer is the first artist, and look at that. He's doing very, 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 very well. This, wow. So Zimmer. Momento, new label, new song made in Mexico. So, not much to know about them. Apparently, we have 3 people. No, it's 1 person. Hard to tell. I don't know more when you hear just what I see, but we can check out Local Suicide. Where are we again? Here. So let's check out Local Suicide, because this is someone else which I have played before. So Berlin-based couple Brex Moody from Munich and Vampirella Thessalonica. I know her on a different name. So she works with lots of artists in lots of groups. So I'm in a way I'm a little bit jealous, as you know, if you follow my channel. I was looking for at least one band for a long time. Gothic rock, Darkwave, post-punk is my preferred genre, and now I couldn't find them here in Jena, where I reside. So that's why I started my solo project again, as I told you. And and she, I'm not as good looking. I know that, so I'm not fishing for compliments. Don't worry. But yeah, she plays in at least 3 or 4 bands, and she has her only thing. I know her as Dina Summer. So I'm a little bit jealous, but jealous in a good way, because I love music and she loves music, apparently, of course. Anyway, now let's go on and finally play what you're here for. This is Zimmer featuring or with Local Suicide, The Night, as mi Momento. Here you go.
Putting on a show.
as you will know, as you look at me, this is a segue in a second, my shows are always a mixed bag because it's the music I get from you, because you send it to me with a link in the description. I need the copyright permissions and I need the MP3 of a song. All the artists you hear did that. They signed the copyright permission so I can play it on Hypernova Radio, normal airplay, and I also can stream it on YouTube. Thank you very much for all of that. And because I get so many different songs, so many different genres, it's always a mixed bag that you will get, and I will try to always put things which are kind of same genre-wise together. And we will pivot a little bit later on, because I have some more heavy songs and some more electronic, techno-y songs, but I like it. I like to play around. The next artist I have played again, and I will played before, and I will play again. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. And yeah, he is quite active, and he sends me lots of music. Thank you very much. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming because, if I get too much of the same artist, then it's... I'll tell you a little secret. It's not the best approach to approach me if you send me 3 songs at once. Better choose the best song, because I will always... it happens that I pick 2 songs, but rather when I kind of listen through all of them and when I choose the best one. And if you want to have more impact, it is better to send me, I don't know, 1 week, 1 song, and 2 weeks later you send me the next song. This is more impactful, at least, from how I like to listen to music, than if you send me 3 or 4 in one shot, and then I would decide, okay, I'm taking the best of a bunch. Anyway, that's just, a little insight in how I work. So let's check out New Mode, and the song is When You Look at Me. Look at me. So I edited a little while ago. Where was it here? New Mode. Before Deepish Mode. That's perfect. So, it's not its latest song. There's not much to know about this artist. I don't really know where he's from. But yeah, he does the music I really like. And so, like I said before, if you like what you hear, and I hope you do, I really like New Mode. New Mode. Then consider following on their social medias and put their songs in your playlist, like I have done here with my playlist. And now enjoy New Mode then with When You Look at Me. Enjoy.
Look out when you look at me, you wanna take it off. When you look at me, you want me inside. When you look at me, when you look at me, when you look at me, I'm running out of time, running till I bleed. Cannot be shy when you think of me. I wanna burn your fire while you look at me, while you look at me, while you look at me.
The next artist is ein alter Bekannter as well, a guy I have played before. I really like his style, and he will be a good segue to a more techno-y part of the show. So let's check him out. His name, or how he calls his project, is Mutual Shock. And he is close to new mode. Mutual Shock with Charlatans. Charlatans in English. I know. I can speak a little bit English, don't worry. So, Charlatans, it's in my Spotify playlist at the moment. And here is Mutual Shock, is a solo project of Seattle-based musician Dan Powers, drawing on post-punk, synth-pop, synth-wave, and the cold wave revival of artists like Black Marble and Molchat Doma. Mutual Shock melds analog synths and drum machines with dreamy, melancholic hooks. This is all the good stuff for me. I really, really like his style, so I will play him again. And if he sends me the next song, I most likely will play it as well. This is my kind of thing. If you want to be in one of the next shows, you please use the link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe and engage with me. Tell me something. Tell me how much you like Dan Powers' Mutual Shock from Seattle, nevertheless. And here you go. This is Charlatans by Mutual Shock. Oh, yeah.
Show
I don't know anything about the next artist, besides that they write Hiitlist wrong. They write Hiitlist, they are called the Hiitlist, but Hiitlist with 2 I, so Hiitlist. And, if I usually look, not usually, I always look for pictures to put in the YouTube stream for Hypernova Radio listeners. Of course, on the radio, it doesn't matter if there's pictures. And then the Hiitlist, there is this high intensity training or high interval intensity training, and that's why it's HIIT. Training, and I know a little bit about training, so so I'm familiar with that, but this is not the musical stuff. But they seem to be from Germany, and this is the song from Mutual Shock was kind of the segue to this more techno-y thing. They look a little bit strange. The hit list, only you can see pictures here, and they do. They have strange namings. I don't get what we are going here for. They have only these pictures here, and as you can see, they are mostly listened to in Germany. So this leads me to believe that they are Germans, but I forgot. I can check. All the songs I'm playing here are coming from SubmitHub, and usually I can see where. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. You're here for the music and not where people are from. This is the Hiitlist with double I, with the song "Run Home." after this little excursion into techno territory, we pivot the show again. Like I said, this is always a mixed bag because you send me the music and I choose what I like the most and try to make it as comprehensive, stitch it as comprehensive together as I can. You can comment in the comments, engage with me if I do it very well or not. The next song is more poppy, and I really, really like it. And in the end of the show, we will get more heavy. So anyway, now we go a little bit in the pop direction. And the next artist I haven't played before, and I'm very happy to have new artists on the show. She calls herself Belle Blue, and the song I'm going to play from her is Wash. And I added it a couple of days ago in my Spotify playlist. Where is it? Here, Belle Blue. So that's her. That's Wash, her latest song and most liked song. Let's see. Brooklyn-raised artist Belle Blue is a teenager with a fierce passion for music and distinct creative voice well beyond her years. Recently dubbed a musical prodigy by Spin magazine. Okay, there's a lot of... you can read it yourself. I really like the music. Of course, like I always say, she also looks very, very good. But I always go for the music first because honestly, this is what I hear first. If you send me your music via SubmitHub, when I listen to the song and later on find out about the artist, of course, I know when, pictures because like I said before, I'm looking for pictures for the YouTube stream where I can put things in. And of course, it helps. That's the way, that's the world we live in. It helps if you're a good-looking female person. But the song is also really, really good. And she looks really, really good. So here you go. This is Belle Blue with Wash.
I
So, the next artist is also the perfect segue for the harder things I'm going to play, because it's a really, really cool pop rock song, which honestly doesn't really belong in my Spotify playlist. But it's a really, really, really cool song, and I wanted to play it here on the show. So for all the artists who considering sending me things, just do it. You know, the worst thing I can do is not to accept your song. You don't have to pay any money to do that. You know, just send it to me. I accept free submissions and paid submissions. Of course, you know, honestly, with the paid submissions, I put in more effort, listening effort. If you send it for me to free and I don't like it, then, you know, I'll just listen to just sometimes very shortly. Let's put it this way. But this one, I think it was a free submission. I really, really like it. So anyway, I'm just encourage you to send me good music. You should know by now what I'm looking for. This is episode 441 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. And the next artist calls himself Johnny B. There was a big hit in the 80s, Johnny B. And the song is This Is Your Life. And it's honestly, you know, this could be a stadium burner thing. This is a really, really cool song. You just, you know, you will hear it in a second. Let's check out Johnny B. So this is Johnny B. Doing quite well for an independent artist. Here, this is his latest single. This Is Your Life. And let's check out Johnny B. is an independent rock artist whose music blends emotional songwriting, soulful vocals, and classic rock. Yeah, classic for sure. Influence into a raw, authentic sound, drawing from the 80s and 90s. Yes, I can clearly hear that. Anyway, it's a really, really cool song. For the people in the stream, I show a few more pictures of him. But yeah, honestly, that's a really cool stadium 80s, 90s overblown rock song. And I mean it in a very good way. So enjoy Johnny B with This Is Your Life.
Just a boy away from home, dreaming of a better world.
The next artist is in my Spotify playlist again because we are goth rock. And wink, wink, wink. It took them a while to give me the copyright permissions because, I can only play you if you give me the copyright permissions and the MP3 of a song. They did that, so all is fine, but yeah, if I have to wait until I get the copyright permissions because, trust me, I'm doing this for 20 years now. It's not worth my time and your time if I put out a whole show and when one little piece gets, I don't get the permissions or it get redrawn or rejected or whatever. And then the whole episode, the whole show is, it's not available anymore. So that's why I have to kind of really stand my ground here and get the copyright permissions before I do everything. It happened to me also, just, a little bit behind the scenes that people rejected, or withdrawn things afterwards. These people you will never hear on this show again because this is really, really mean-spirited, Anyway, so I don't want to get into the bad stuff. Let's hear the good stuff. And Hurtsfall, Memento Mori is the good stuff, which I have played before. And like I said, we are also in my Spotify playlist because we clearly belong in there. Let's check them out. We are here. Memento Mori by Hurtsfall. Goth and soul. Hurtsfall have a unique approach with no guitars, keyboards and bass. Build a rich soundscape as a foundation for frontman Sam Harrison and distinct theatrical vocals. So we have none of that? No, I don't believe it. Anyway, we have here, it's a bass player. No, it's a guitar. Sorry. I don't know what we want to say. Tell me here. We have, I don't get what we are, with no guitars, keyboards and bass. We have synth, don't get it. If you know what we mean, please let me know. I'm a little bit confused now. Sorry, it's easy to confuse me. Just be not confused. This is good music. This is Hurtsfall with Memento Mori. However we do it, seems like we have a guitar and seems like we have a keyboard player. Here you go.
Just doing what we must, as our dreams they turn to dust. And I need to find the words, but somehow they just won't come, stuck in my throat. I always joke. Remember, you whisper by my side. Remember, you have to die. Witches, spells, broken trust, living in the dream of us. We're just doing what we must, as our hearts they turn to dust. And I need to find the words, but somehow they just get stuck on my tongue. They never come. Remember, to be a better man, and I need to find myself, but somehow I just won't come, stuck in my head. I'm almost dead.
Let's get to the heaviest song of the show. And this one is from The Mask and the Murderer. That's the name of a band or the name of an artist. And they have only one song out. So guess which one I'm going to play? Yes, I'm going to play Scumburner. There is not much to know about them. I guess we are from Melbourne. That's really cool because I have family in Melbourne. So enjoy The Mask and the Murderer with Scumburner. We are coming to the last song of the show, and this one is a little bit special in a lot of ways. Let's check out the artist, and maybe, and you will hear it. It's a little bit different. I don't really know where to put it, genre-wise. Let's see what the artist says about himself. So he calls himself, or this project, RIZATEK. RIZATEK. And the song, he has only one song out so far, is Oblivion. This is the one you're going to hear in a second. let's check out, because it's a little bit here. RIZATEK, the brainchild of audio engineer, producer, and DJ Jason Rizzitello, is a sonic alchemist who crafts nostalgic high fidelity electronica with a unique blend of darkwave and synthpop influences. A nomadic journey from New York to the Bay Area and the Pacific. Anyway, it's really it's hard to grasp what it is really, but it's cool music. Otherwise, I wouldn't play it. So enjoy RIZATEK with Oblivion. So, that's it for episode 441 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. If you want to be in one of the next shows, please use the link in the description. Send me your music. I need an MP3 and I need the copyright permissions of a song. otherwise I cannot play it. And then you also can be in my Spotify playlist. And with this, I just say thank you. Thank you to all the artists who contributed to this show. Without you, I wouldn't have a show. That's for sure. And I enjoy doing it. And all the money I make, for the paid submission on SubmitHub, I put back into my Spotify playlist. So basically, you get your money back. I do this as a complete hobby. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for staying. I hope you found something cool. If you like what you heard, remember what I told you in the beginning. Please consider following them on their social medias, because, this is the game we play these days. And the higher the number, the more important the person, right? So please like and subscribe and follow me everywhere. So I'm a very important person. If you're a little bit older, that's just something. It's important, to be part of a game, but just imagine there will be a world without electricity, or, the servers explode or whatever, and all this data is wiped and all the numbers are gone. Well, wouldn't be too bad, right? It's just I'm kind of, don't listen to me. The old man is babbling here. Enjoy your life. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you back in episode 442 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. Baba.